Hello students, welcome to tutoringcluster.com. So in this video, we are going to study some important MCQs on unit number 3. Okay, so already I have completed all the topics which are in unit number 3. I have prepared a separate playlist for it. So hope you have seen all those previous videos which are on unit number 3, right? So that it will be easy for you to understand these MCQs, right? Because for getting a good score, only this video will not be sufficient, right? Because I have selected some MCQs, right? It is not that it is covering a complete unit number 3. Okay, some of the MCQs we are going to discuss here, right? So that you will understand what kind of MCQs can be asked, right? But it is recommended to watch all the videos which are on unit number 3. You can find the link of that playlist in the description box, right? Okay, so let us start with the video. So the question number 1, it says give the full form of the following abbreviation, right? So such type of question can be there. So first one is what? LMV. So we know what is LMV stands for. It's a light motor vehicle. Okay. And LTV it stands for light transport vehicle. Right? Okay. So light motor vehicle, what are the example? Cars, jeeps. Okay, these are what light motor vehicle. When we talk of light transport vehicle, you can consider as a tempo, right? Transport means which carries the goods. Then second, buses and trucks. These are what? Heavy vehicles. So HTV, it stands for not high, it's a heavy. Okay, heavy transport vehicle, or it's a heavy motor vehicle. Okay, for example, bus and truck. Okay, third is SUV. So SUV, it stands for what? Sports utility vehicle. Okay, so just let me write down the, so car and jeep. Okay, these are the light motor vehicle. Then example of heavy vehicle, these are what? Bus, or you can consider truck, right? Sports utility vehicle, what is the example? For example, Hyundai Creta. It's an example of SUV. So basically in SUV, ground clearance hota hai, it is more. Okay, as compared to your normal cars. Then HEV. So HEV, as we have seen in our last video, HEV, it stands for hybrid electric vehicle. Hybrid electric vehicle. Okay. Then PHEV. So basically this is plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, right? And EV, it's very simple, it's an electric vehicle. So क्या difference होता है इन तीनों में? Okay, so quickly we will see what is the difference between hybrid electric vehicle and plug-in hybrid electric vehicle and electric vehicle. Okay, so in case of hybrid, you will find IC engine and battery. IC engine plus battery will be there, but external charging is not possible. Okay, external charging is not possible. So basically it uses what? Regenerative braking. So whatever energy will be released during the braking of the vehicle, it is going to capture that energy, and with that the battery will be charged. So it uses basically a regenerative braking concept. Okay, please remember this thing. Now in case of plug-in, there will be IC engine, of course, and a battery. But here, like our mobile, you can do the external charging. Okay, so external charging is possible. Okay, but in case of electric vehicle, there is no engine, it's only a battery. Okay, rechargeable battery, of course, external charging is there. Okay, so these are some of the points you have to remember. So you can expect at least one MCQ on this slide. Okay, right. You can note down all these things. Now, let us see the question number 2. Identify the following components. So basically, these are the components of IC engine. So sometimes such type of question can be there. Pictures will be given to you and you will have to identify the parts. So first picture, it is of, yes, it's a cylinder block, you can say. Okay, so cylinder, what is the function? So basically combustion is going to take place inside the cylinder. It can be 2-cylinder or 4-cylinder engine, 6-cylinder, etc. Okay, so basically inside the cylinder combustion of fuel takes place. The second picture, this is a picture of what? Piston. Okay, so basically piston. What is the function of piston? It reciprocates inside the cylinder. Then what is this picture? Third picture, it is a piston ring. It is a piston ring. So basically it avoids the leakage of gases. Okay, so this is also very important component of IC engine, right? Okay. Now the next part, yes, what is this? This is basically a connecting rod. So what is the function of connecting rod? Connecting rod, it converts a reciprocating motion of the piston into rotary motion of crankshaft. So it's very important, and basically we use a forging as a manufacturing process, right? And in case of cylinder, I forgot to tell you what we use. Cylinders, basically these are manufactured using casting. Okay, remember that process. Then what is this? This is basically a crankshaft. Okay, so your crank will be integral part of what? Crankshaft, right? So through this crankshaft, basically the next component is what? Flywheel, and then the power, basically it is transferred to wheels through what? Transmission unit. Okay, so that we know. The last part, what is this? This is basically valves. It can be inlet or exhaust valve. Okay, so if it is a SI engine, so exhaust valve we know. So whatever exhaust gas they are going to get produced, जो भी exhaust gas produce होंगे उसको एटमॉस्फेयर में डालने के लिए एग्जॉस्ट वॉल्व का यूज होता है. अभी इनलेट वॉल्व में आपको SI और CI इंजन दोनों का पता होना चाहिए. इन केस ऑफ SI इंजन, mixture of air and fuel enters inside the cylinder. In case of CI engine, only air enters inside the cylinder. Okay, right. SI means spark ignition engine. So basically these are what? Petrol engines. CI, these are what? These are a diesel engine. Okay, compression ignition engine, right? Okay, so these things are clear. So if you have seen my previous videos carefully, I think you can easily capture all these points. Now this is what? This is basically a spark plug. Okay, so where we find this spark plug? So basically spark plug we find in SI, or we can say petrol engines. Basically it is used to ignite the fuel. Used to ignite the fuel at the end of compression stroke. That is very important. At the end of compression stroke, right? Okay, then this is a picture of carburetor. This is a picture of carburetor. Now what is the function of carburetor? Of course, you can find carburetor in SI or petrol engines, and basically it prepare air and fuel mixture and it supplies to engine. Okay, so it prepares air and fuel mixture. Remember this thing. Now this is last picture. This is a picture of fuel injector. So basically where we find this fuel injector, we find this fuel injector in case of CI, or we also call it as what? Diesel engines. Okay, what is the function of fuel injector? Basically it injects the fuel. It injects the fuel at the end of yes, compression stroke. Okay, so the working of SI and CI engine is very important. At least you will have 2 to 3 MCQs on the working. Okay, so if you have still not watched all those videos which are based on IC engine, Please do watch it. Those are very important. And definitely on working itself, you will have 2 to 3 MCQs, right? And of course, terminologies are there. Then difference between SI and CI engine is there, right? Then this pictures MCQs. So at least you will have 4 to 5 questions overall on IC engine topic. I'm talking. Okay, complete IC engine topic. So IC engine is very important. Please do watch all these videos carefully. All right. So hope you have understood all these points and the function of each one. Now let us discuss next question. The passenger car with 3 box configuration are termed as. Okay. So basically in the classification of automobile, we have seen this classification of automobile. Okay. Right. So basically the passenger car with 3 box configuration, these are called as sedan cars. Okay, so hatchback basically it is having a 2 box configuration. Then sports utility vehicle basically it is having more ground clearance. Okay, so these points are important. Okay, 2 box means so one is for engine and the second part will be shared by passenger and goods. Okay, 3 box configuration means one for the, see 3 box, how 3 box is configured. Okay, so 1 box it is for engine, then second box it is for the passenger, and there is separate space which is provided to carry the goods. Right, so this is how a 3 box configuration is there. So those are called as sedan cars. Okay, please remember this. Now, next question. The Indian cars are. So this is very simple. So just imagine any Indian car. So basically those are what? Right hand drive vehicle. Okay, you will find if you go to USA, foreign cars, basically those are left hand drive wheel. Okay, left hand drive vehicle. Okay, so basically Indian cars क्या होती हैं? Right hand side में जो उसका steering system है, it is on right hand side. Okay, that's why those are called as right hand drive wheel. Right? Okay. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, please do like and subscribe. And if you are liking these videos, don't forget to share with your friends. And also please do write in the comment box. So whether these videos you are finding useful or not, right? Okay. So next is petrol engines are also known as. So this is very simple. So petrol engines are called as spark ignition engine, and the diesel engines are compression ignition engine, CI engine. Okay, steam engines were also there, but now nobody is using steam engines, right? So these are absolute now nowadays. Now next is okay. Question number 6. The compression ratio of a petrol engine is nearly. Okay. So what is basically a compression ratio? Okay. See, compression ratio basically it is defined as the total volume of cylinder divided by clearance volume of cylinder. Clearance volume of cylinder. Okay, in terminology part, you will get everything I have explained in detail. So total volume basically, it is what? Swept volume plus clearance volume divided by clearance volume, it is VC. So this is how compression ratio is defined. Okay, please remember the definition. So in case of petrol engine, basically the range is generally 6 to 10. Okay, and in case of diesel engine, okay, let me note down. For the petrol engine, the range is around 6 to 10 compression ratio. In diesel engine, it is higher. It is around 15 to 20. Okay, so the answer for this will be 8:1. Compression ratio 8:1. Okay, what is this? Okay, this is your clearance volume, but what is VS? VS is nothing but swept volume, right? We have seen what is swept volume and all. Okay, right. So please note down all the points. These are very important. You can pause the videos and you can note down this thing. Now, next thing is the four-cylinder engine has a capacity of 2.4 liters. Okay. The swept volume of one cylinder is. So they have asked you swept volume of. Okay. So for the four-cylinder, what is the total capacity? 2.4 liters, or you can say 24,000 cc. Right? Okay, because 1 liter means 1000 centimeter cube, cc means centimeter cube. So obviously for one cylinder, what will be capacity of one cylinder? 2400 divided by 4, so it will be 600 centimeter cube. Okay, so answer is option number C. Very simple. Okay, so generally when we talk of technical specification of any vehicle, the capacity of complete engine is given. So whether it has 2-cylinder, 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, capacity is, when you are saying a bike, let's say a bike, it is of 125 cc or let's say 200 cc. So this is the capacity of complete engine. If it is having a 2-cylinder, for example, okay, let me take just as an example. If it is having 2-cylinder, what will be capacity of one cylinder? 100 cc plus 100 cc. Okay, right. Now, question number 8. The engine has a clearance volume of 100 centimeter cube VC and a swept volume of 800 centimeter cube Vs. The compression ratio is, so just now we have seen R is equal to Vs plus Vc upon Vc. What is swept volume? 800 plus clearance volume 100 divided by clearance volume is 100. So it will be 900 divided by 100. It will be 9 or 9 as to 1. Is it clear? So you can do the star mark to this question. This is very important. Right? Okay. Let us see the next question. Question number 9. In diesel engine, during suction stroke, what is drawn in the cylinder? So we know this. In case of diesel engine, only air enters inside the cylinder during suction stroke. If it is a petrol engine, during suction stroke, air and fuel mixture both enters inside the cylinder. And who is preparing this? Carburetor. Okay, so please remember all the important points. Right, I already explained these in detail. So please do watch carefully all these videos. That is going to help you a lot. Next, question number 10. The size of engine cylinder is referred in terms of its. Okay. So basically we have seen the terminology of IC engine. So there we have seen a different terminologies. What is displacement? What is the bore? What is the stroke volume? What is the stroke length? Right. So the size of the engine cylinder, basically it is given by the bore and the stroke. Alright, so bore and diameter, these are one and the same. Displacement and efficiency, no. They have asked you about the size. Okay, so bore, it is nothing but a diameter, and stroke length we can say, or stroke. Basically it is a distance covered or distance between TDC and BDC, if you remember. Okay, it is distance between TDC and BDC. Right, so basically bore, it is the diameter of cylinder, and stroke, it is nothing but a total length, you can say. Okay, or distance between top dead center and bottom dead center. Right. Okay, next question. Question number 11. During suction stroke, the inside pressure of the cylinder. Okay, see, if you are considering a cylinder, okay, now we have seen that in case of SI engine, air and fuel mixture enters inside the cylinder. Okay, if it's, let's say it's a petrol engine, and if it's a diesel engine, we have seen that only air enters inside the cylinder. Now we know that water, if you consider water flows from what? High level to lower level. Yes or no? Okay. Similarly, any fluid, any fluid, or you can say, let's say, gas, or let's say air, it is going to flow from what? High atmospheric pressure to low atmospheric pressure, right? So अगर एयर और फ्यूल इस ये डायरेक्शन में फ्लो हो रहा है, ओके, सो ऑब्वियसली अगर लेट्स से आउटसाइड द cylinder, let's say it is P atmospheric, so obviously pressure inside the cylinder, pressure inside the cylinder, obviously it is going to be less as compared to atmospheric, तो ही इस तरफ से फ्लो पॉसिबल है. Okay, so I am considering this as high pressure and pressure inside the cylinder as low. Okay, so obviously it has to be less than atmospheric pressure. So ही ऐसा flow possible, right? Okay, see this piston. If you are considering this a piston, okay, if you are considering this piston, this moves from top dead center to bottom dead center. So this basically it is creating a vacuum here. That means it is creating a pressure less than atmospheric pressure. Okay, so that's why air and fuel it gets sucked inside the cylinder, right? So hope you have understood this question, that during the suction stroke the pressure inside the cylinder it is less than the atmospheric pressure. Next question, that the compression ratio for diesel engine, this we have seen. So the range is around 15 to 20. So this is a range you have to remember for both the cases. Okay. Now, what is the next question? Let us see. Okay, what is this question? Read the question. The ignition in a spark ignition engine takes place when the piston is exactly at the TDC position on its compression stroke, approaching the TDC position on its compression stroke, leaving the TDC position on its compression stroke, or approaching the TDC position at exhaust stroke. So exhaust stroke का तो कोई सवाल ही नहीं, right? Okay, देखो. So let's say this is a cylinder. Let me draw the piston here. Okay, so let's say this is a suction stroke. क्या होता है suction stroke में? This piston it is going to move from TDC. This is our top dead center. This is bottom dead center. TDC to PDC. So that's why it is creating a vacuum and air and fuel mixture comes inside the cylinder. So अभी piston कहाँ पे? Piston की position it is here. Now during compression stroke क्या होता है? Piston it starts moving from BDC to TDC and just it is about to reach the TDC. The spark कौन करता है? Spark कौन create करता है? It is going to produce by a spark plug. Okay, we are talking of what? We are talking about spark ignition engine, SI engine. So spark कौन produce करेगा? Spark plug obviously. Yes. So कब होता है sparking? Sparking takes place just it is approaching TDC at the end of compression stroke. At the end of compression stroke. Okay, right. So this is basically a question on working of four-stroke SI engine. So please do watch the working. It is very important. Again, I am repeating, right? Okay. So I think this we have already covered. Okay, question number 15. Now, when the piston is at TDC, the volume above the piston in the combustion chamber is, okay. So this is your cylinder. So let's say this is a piston. This is your TDC position. So what is the volume? They have asked you what is this volume. So basically this is what clearance volume, and this to this it is your swept volume. So it's a clearance volume. Okay, so when the piston is at TDC, the volume above the piston in the combustion chamber it is clearance volume. Okay, question number 16. Okay, it is getting repeated. Okay, already we have covered this. Okay, 17. Okay, I think some questions are repeated. Okay, so please ignore this, right? Numbering. The function of connecting rod. What is the function of connecting rod? Basically, okay, connecting rod कहाँ से कहाँ है? If you remember, so you are having a cylinder. So inside the cylinder, piston, it is reciprocating. So reciprocating of the piston, basically it is transferred to connecting rod, and connecting rod, it is converting the reciprocating motion into rotary motion of crankshaft or crank. Okay, so basically it transmits the motion of piston to the crankshaft, right? Okay, remember this flow, right? Okay, next, in diesel engine the fuel is ignited by, yes, सी डीजल इंजन जब हम बात करते हैं हमारे पास क्या है, फ्यूल इंजेक्टर है. ओके, स्पार्क प्लग है नहीं. ओके, प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस पॉइंट. वी डोंट हैव दिस स्पार्क प्लग. स्पार्क प्लग कहाँ पे होता है? इन केस ऑफ एसआई इंजन. सो कैसे होता है इग्निशन? इग्निशन बेसिकली हम compression ratios are higher in case of diesel engine. What is the reason? Because we are compressing air to sail so that the temperature of air it becomes equal to self ignition temperature of fuel, and then we are injecting into this so that the burning or combustion takes place. So basically it's a heat of compression. Okay, please remember self ignition temperature of fuel. So that's why the compression ratios are higher in case of CI engine. Okay, right. Next question, question number 19. The car, jeep, these are examples of light motor vehicle, right? It is very simple. Next, the material used for the cylinders of IC engines. So basically cylinders, these are manufactured using a casting process. ओके, सो बेसिकली कास्टिंग क्या होता है? हम जो भी मटेरियल उसको मेल्ट करते हैं एंड देन वी प्रिपेयर दी प्रोडक्ट आउट ऑफ इट. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल आपने अगर वैक्स का गणपति अगर बनाया होगा, वैक्स ऑफ गणेशा. ओके, कैसे करते हैं हम? जो भी हमारा वैक्स होता है उसको मेल्ट करते हैं, राइट, एंड वी प्रोड्यूस्ड अ स्मॉल गणेशा आइडल, राइट. सो दैट इज नथिंग बट योर casting process, right? So see, instead of wax we are having now metal. We are going to melt it. Okay, we are going to pour into the casting cavity and we are allowing it to solidify and we take out that solid product. So basically for cylinders, cast iron as well as aluminum alloy, so both A and B can be used. Okay, next, the connecting rod is connected to the piston using, yes, see, connecting rod जो है एक साइड पे क्या है? connecting rod. So on one side it is connected to piston, on the other side it is connected to crank. Okay, now this connecting rod and piston इसका connection करते हैं using Gudgeon pin, Gudgeon pin, और उसको हम piston pin भी बोलते हैं. Okay, while connecting rod it is connected with the crank using crank pin, using crank pin. So piston pin, yes, and Gudgeon pin, so both A or C. You can call it as piston pin or Gudgeon pin. Okay, this is very important. Next, question number 22. The crank pin connects. So just now we have seen, so crank pin it connects piston with connecting rod, piston with the crank, connecting rod with the crank, right? Okay, next, the function of carburetor क्या होता है? Already I have explained. So basically carburetor हमें कहाँ मिलता है? We find it in SI engine and it prepares the air fuel mixture. Okay, so option number A, it is little bit confusing. It is CI engine. No, it is not CI, it is a SI engine, right? It prepares the air fuel mixture. Next, the taller car will have, okay, so basically we have seen technical specification. We have divided that technical specification into three, right? So if you remember, so taller car basically सो अगर आप टॉलर कार मीन्स बस कंसिडर करिए या फिर ट्रक कंसिडर करते हैं, वहां पे बॉडी रोल ओवर क्या होता है, ऑब्वियसली इट इज गोइंग टू बी मोर. ओके, इफ यू सी अ वेरी what we can say fancy car, let's say Audi or something like that, उनको हाइट ज़्यादा नहीं रहती है. क्यों? बिकॉज हाइट अगर कम रहेगी तो कंफर्टनेस इज गोइंग टू बी मोर. वहाँ पे इवन ड्यूरिंग टर्निंग, आप अगर बस में बैठते हो तो टर्निंग में हमारी बॉडी भी इधर से उधर हो जाती है, राइट. सो दैट इज बॉडी रोल ओवर. So taller the car, more the body roll. Okay, so this concept basically it is related to height of the car. Okay, we have discussed this already in detail. You can go and watch. If the car length increases, okay, so basically car length, if it is more, okay, so basically it increases the straight line stability, yes, but the cornering abilities decreases, right. Okay, अगर longer car होगी, stability will be more, but टर्निंग या फिर कॉर्नरिंग के लिए हमें डिफिकल्टी फेस करना पड़ेगा. ओके, अगर छोटी कार है तो वो आराम से आप ट्रैफिक में आराम से निकल जा सकते हैं, राइट. लेकिन वहाँ पे स्टेबिलिटी ज़्यादा नहीं होगी. सो बेसिकली इफ कार लेंथ इज मोर, increases the straight line stability, yes, but cornering ability decreases, it is right. Decreasing the straight line stability, no, but the cornering ability decreases. Okay, increases the straight line stability, but okay, so A is correct. Okay, so if car length is more, stability is more, but cornering ability decreases. Next, wheel base. क्या होता है wheel base? Okay, so if you are drawing the car, so this is your wheelbase. So basically it is distance between the center of wheel. It is distance between the center of wheel. Distance between the center of front and rear wheel. Okay. Distance between end of the car. So sometimes कोई इसे बोलेगा wheelbase. No. Okay. Then distance between the front wheels, obviously not rear wheels. Okay. So it is a distance, center to center distance between wheels. Right. Next, boot space. क्या होता है boot space? Basically it's a luggage capacity. Okay, so basically it is expressed in liters. It is expressed in liters. अगर आप टेक्निकल स्पेसिफिकेशन देखें कोई भी कार का, आपको बूट स्पेस जो है वो लीटर्स में एक्सप्रेस किया हुआ मिलेगा. Now, curb weight. What is the curb weight? Basically we have discussed this. Curb weight basically it is the weight of the car with passenger and luggage. No. The weight of the car with any passenger? No. Weight of the car with luggage? No. The weight of the car without any passenger and luggage. Remember this curb weight, and it is of course expressed in kg. Okay, क्या होता है curb weight? Weight of the car without any passenger and luggage. Next, which of the following is the correct way to express the horsepower of engine? Okay, हमने दो कॉन्सेप्ट देखे थे, एक जो था हॉर्स पावर और सेकंड जो कंसेप्ट था वो क्या था, टॉर्क. ओके, सो बेसिकली हॉर्स पावर जो है इट इज एक्सप्रेस्ड इन bhp एंड टॉर्क बेसिकली इट इज एक्सप्रेस्ड इन न्यूटन मीटर at certain rpm. This is also expressed at certain rpm. Okay, so horsepower means maximum power produced by the engine. टॉर्क, अगर टॉर्क ज्यादा होगा तो लगेज कैपेसिटी कैरी करने का उसका जो कैपेसिटी है इट विल बी मोर. ओके, राइट. So 170 bhp at certain rpm. This is the correct way to express horsepower. और अगर टॉर्क का पूछते हैं इट इज न्यूटन मीटर एट आरपीएम. सो बेसिकली पावर एंड टॉर्क दीज आर इंटररिलेटेड विद ईच अदर. ओके, सो टॉर्क इनटू ओमेगा व्हिच इज नथिंग बट 2 pi n by 60. सो पावर भी ज्यादा होगा तो ऑब्वियसली टॉर्क भी ज्यादा होगा, राइट. नेक्स्ट, now if the tire is designated like this 175 65 r-14 82, then the aspect ratio of the tire. Okay, so basically इसमें क्या है 175 it is basically a wheel of the width. Okay, it's a width of the wheel Then 65 basically it's a aspect ratio. क्या होता है aspect ratio? Basically aspect ratio it is nothing but height of tire. It is a ratio of height of tire to that of width of tire. Okay, so basically 65 percentage होता है. This value it is in percentage. Okay, now R14 basically R14 means it is going to be your alloy wheel. Okay, what is 14? So 14 basically it's a wheel diameter, and this 18 number basically it's a load index. Please note down all these points. Okay, they will ask you any number. 175 it stands for what, R14 stands for what, 82 it stands for what, right? So 65 what they have asked here, it's a aspect ratio, it is 65. Okay, basically this is expressed in percentage. And what क्या होता है aspect ratio? Height of the tire to that of width. Okay, so please note down this. Next, calculate the displacement or the engine capacity if bore of the cylinder is 7.3 centimeter, stroke is 8.9 centimeter, and number of cylinder is 4. Displacement or engine capacity. तो बेसिकली आपको क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? वॉल्यूम कैलकुलेट करना है. क्या होता है वॉल्यूम का फॉर्मूला? पाई बाय 4 डी स्क्वायर एल इंटू एन, right? Capacity, this is what basically a capacity, or you can say displacement. Okay, so क्या आएगा? पाई बाय 4 इंटू what is the bore diameter? It is 7.3 centimeter square into what is stroke length? 8.9, and number of cylinder it is basically 4. So if you calculate this, I think you will get around 1490. So what will be unit? Centimeter square into centimeter. So it will be centimeter cube or cc. Okay, so you can approximate as 1500 cc. Okay, एक बार वापस से मैं रिवाइज कर देता हूँ. N it is what? Number of cylinder. L क्या है यहाँ पे? It's a stroke length. Okay. What is D here? It's a bore diameter. Right? So please do the calculation. I think you should get option number B, 1500 cc. So hope you have understood all the MCQs. I have explained you with the details. Okay, that why only that option is correct. So such type of questions will be there in the exam, of course, right? You can expect such type of question, can be a numerical type or abbreviation, or it can be a picture oriented, right? So I have not covered here MCQs on electric vehicle. Okay, but if you have seen my video on electric vehicle, that is more than enough for your preparation. So I will recommend you, please do watch all the videos which are on unit number 3. All are very important, as well as the IC engine part is very important. Okay, of course there will be 4 to 5 questions will be there on IC engine itself, right? So please do like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Join us on Telegram, right? So that you will get updates regularly, and don't forget to share with your friends also, so that they will also get benefited. Please do share. मैं से देख रहा हूँ कि शेयरिंग नहीं हो रहा है ज़्यादा. So please do share with your friends. Okay, support us. We are making this course for free. So at least we expect that you are going to share with your friends, maybe on WhatsApp, or you can keep the status, right? So that the students will see. And of course, it is on them. If they find it useful, obviously they will subscribe. Okay, so that is another point. So at least you can share and you can support us. And if you are liking these videos, please do write in the comment box, so that we also get motivated, and hopefully we will make more and more videos for your upcoming exams. So thank you.